Good morning, F45ers. We miss you guys so much here at F45 Sunset Strip. Today you have Coach Emily, Coach Talon. We're going to be taking you through your first at-home workout. Make sure you clear a space for yourself. You're not going to need a ton of space. Just kind of, make a little circle, put your arms out. That's about all you're going to need. So today we're going to be doing 9 exercises, all body weight. So you're not going to be needing any equipment for these exercises today. We're gonna be doing 3 sets of each, 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, and then we're gonna have a water break, and then we'll make our way back through again for a second lap. So it's 3 sets, 2 laps of 9 exercises. And let's get started.
Woo!
So, number 1, we're gonna be doing 10 high knees and 2 burpees. So get those knees up nice and high, get up to the hip level, and then drop it down, chest to the ground, land on those heels when you come up, 2 burpees. Number 2, we're gonna go side lunges. We're gonna stay on one side for the entire set, and then we're gonna switch over as we alternate sets here. Step out into that side lunge, and then bring that knee up, find your balance, unlike that, and then bring it back down into the next lunge. Number 3, we have alternating shoulder taps with a push-up. You're gonna do 2 shoulder taps, 1, 2, opposite hand to opposite shoulder, and 1 push-up. When you do the shoulder taps, keep those hips nice and locked in. With the push-up, you can always drop it down to the knees. Perfect. All right, number 4, we're gonna do our prisoner squat to a calf raise. Hands behind the head, that's gonna help open up the chest. Sink down into the squat, bring it up from your squat, and then calf raise up. So you don't wanna bring it all the way up into the calf raise. First stand, then calf raise, then drop it back down into your prisoner squat. Number 5, we're gonna do a fast feet sprawl. We're gonna go 10 fast feet, and then drop it down, sprawl, up onto the feet, and then back up, fast feet. You don't need to do a push-up here, just drop it down to that plank position and then bring it right back up. Number 6, we're doing V-tucks. So bring it down onto your booty. We're gonna take our hands out, a little bit more challenging, or down to the ground. If you need a little bit of support here, bring the knees in towards the chest and then extend the body back out. Number 7, everyone's favorite quad burner, we have frog squats. So bring the feet out, drive your elbows inside your knees here, and then bring the butt up and down towards the ground. Just a slight pulse here. We're gonna be burning up those quads. Number 8, we have our 4-point reaches. So bring it down into that hovering tabletop. So your shoulders are right over your wrists, your hips are right over your knees, and we're gonna be reaching opposite hand out, trying to keep that core stability here. And last but not least, number 9, we have sprinter lunges. So for sprinter lunges, touch the ground and then explode opposite hand, opposite knee towards the ceiling. Again, we're gonna stay on one side for the entire set, and then we'll switch over for the next set. All right, and let's get ready for that warm up.
Oh, that wasn't the work yet?
We got high knees and punches.
We started before you did.
And in 2, 1, we're taking star jumps. If you're Australian, if you're from here, we got jumping jacks. Two, and 1, we got our shuffle with an abduction. Bring that leg around, open up the hips.
Mobilize them.
It's actually pretty good. That's good. All right, drop it down. We got mountain climbers. Shoulders right over those wrists. Drive those knees in.
Hips low, turn that core on.
You can feel my cereal from this morning. Onto the back, side to side twist. Glue those shoulder blades to the ground.
Breathe through it here, in through the nose, out through the mouth.
And booty work, hip thrusters. You guys know the drill. Squeeze the butts, but not the low back.
Make sure those knees aren't caving in.
And bring it up. Hands under the toes. Groin and hammy stretch.
Lengthen those hamstrings. Knees go out, open the groin up.
And my favorite, side to side twist. Are we getting the thumbs up of approval?
Looking good, feeling good.
All right, high knees on the spot.
Get them up, right on the balls of those feet. In-home warm-up.
And last one, bring it down, burpees.
Get 3 to 5.
20. All right, remember, 3 sets, 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. We're gonna be starting with those 10 high knees and 2 burpees. All right, starting 10 high knees and burpees in
30 seconds of work, so it's now, come on.
30 seconds of work. All right, get those knees up, drop it down, 2 burpees, chest to the ground. Remember, when you come up from those burpees, I wanna see everybody landing on those heels. I don't wanna see anybody landing on those toes. Take it wide, land in those heels when you come up, land in those heels when you come up. Remember, with your burpee, when we come down for a burpee, chest straight down to the ground, not a push-up, chest down to the ground, and then pop up, peel yourself off the ground. We got rest, 10 seconds.
I think I got a hair in my mouth down there.
All right, team, ready? 3, 2, and 1, back to work. 10 high knees, 2 burpees, bring it up, proud chest. Come on, Talon, knees higher, let's go. Get him up. This is one-on-one personal training and I get to crush him. This is great. All right, 15 seconds, team, halfway through the set, let's go. Land on those heels, bring it up. Remember, regression with your burpees. If you're finding it hard to jump all the way up, you can take your step and then a step, bring it up. We got 3, 2, 1, and rest.
Side lunges. We're picking one side here for the first set. She's hinging at the hip, sinking into that right heel. Chest is dropping, shoulders retracted. Coming up, driving that knee up, stabilizing. Keeping that core turned on through every rep. With control here. Just like that, looking good. Find a rhythm here you can hold and maintain that entire 30 seconds. It's okay if you can't get that thigh parallel. Awesome job. Getting everything turned on, everything loose right now. We're gonna shift over to that left leg. Shifting that weight into that left heel. Hinging at the hip, firing up the hamstring and the glute here. Okay, stabilizing at the top onto that right leg. Keeping that core braced all the way through each and every rep here. Awesome. Stabilizing up tall, nice tall spine at the top. Think about your posture and your spine. Good, breathing through every rep. Looking nice.
Thank you.
There isn't much of a regression here. You can take out the knee drive at the top if you need to. Okay, and just go into that side lunge. We got one more here. We're gonna go back to that right leg. Stay nice and loose here. We're dropping in for 30. Sink into that heel. Make sure that knee's tracking that midfoot. Very important to protect that knee as we're moving into side lunges. We're really building single leg knee strength and stability here into that right leg. It's very important that we incorporate side lunging into our workout programs. Keeping that core tight, stabilizing at the top. And 2, 1, good work.
All right, team, next movement, alternating shoulder tap with push-up, 30 seconds on the clock. With those shoulder taps, I want you to imagine that Coach Emily is right here, locking those hips in. I don't want to see any hip rocking. If you find that your hips are rocking, don't forget you can walk those feet out nice and wide, unlike your regular plank position. When you hit those push-ups, tuck the hips, pull the belly button in, no caving low backs. Of course, you always have the option here to drop down to your knees. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a rest. Bring it down. Whew.
That's right. You know what I do.
Hey guys, shush. Back to work. Come on. Right here. Low back. Look, check that low back. Make sure it's not sagging down towards the ground, especially as you start to hit those last couple sets and you start to get tired. Keep the core nice and tight. To do that, Remember, we want to tuck the hips in and pull that belly button in. That belly should not be dropping down towards the ground. Tap those shoulders. Your hips are rocking too much, Talon. There we go.
I don't get tired.
5 seconds, team. We got one more set after this. Of course, we can always drop it down to those knees. And all my ladies, lead through those chests. Make sure we're not doing those shoulder blade push-ups. I know I've talked to pretty much every single person
Miss you guys.
in here about that.
Wish you were in here dying with me.
Last one, ready? Lead through the chest, push that floor away. Lead through the chest, push the floor away. Try not to rock those hips. Ooh, look at that, booty's nice and tight. Keeping it tight, keeping it right.
What's new?
15 seconds, too. Nice work, Talon. All right, team, almost there. Ready? Give us 7, 6, come on, 5. Am I seeing a little sweat dripping down there?
A bit.
2, and 1. Nice work.
Oh yeah, now I'm pumped up. We're going right into prisoner squat to calf raiser. Hands are up by the ears, elbows are nice and wide to open up that chest. We drop into that squat, sink into the heel, make sure that knee is driving out, tracking that midfoot. Keeping that core turned on, squeeze the glutes at the top, and at the top, we go onto those toes. Right into plantar flexion, feel those calves turn on. Squat, calf raise. Let's go back a little bit. 1 down, 2 to go here. Make sure we're not letting those elbows come in. We don't want that that chest caving in. We don't want chafing either. So we sink into the heels, grip the ground with our feet. Big toe should be going down into the ground. And then at the top, we drive onto those toes. Nice and tall on the spine, bracing that core through this movement. Awesome squat pattern there, as you can see.
Thank you. I know.
Looking great, keeping that chest nice and proud. Awesome job, Em. 1 to go.
And
again, we want to make sure we're not tugging on the neck here, okay? Hands are soft, up by the head, up by the ears. Open it up nice and wide. Adjust your squat as needed. Narrow, wide, whatever feels more comfortable for you in that pattern. Looking good. Onto those toes. Feel those calves start to burn. Inhale down, exhale to the top. Keeping that proud chest. Awesome job. You got 5 seconds left, and keep it up.
Thank you.
Don't slow down. 3, 2, 1. Awesome job.
All right, team, 2 seconds. We're gonna take it back into those fast feet sprawl and go. 10 fast feet, 1 sprawl. Remember with the sprawl, we're not bringing it down into the full push-up. Just out to that plank. Don't let that core collapse. And then pop it right back up onto the heels. Of course, you always have your step up variation if you find it hard to pop up onto the heels. Halfway through this set, keep it up, keep it up. Keep that core tight. Make sure when you come up, landing on those heels nice and wide in that squat stance. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And salsa it out, salsa it out. All right, not much of a rest here. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down, bring it down. Sprawl, bring it up, and fast feet. 10, and down. Perfect. If you want, in this last set, you can get someone else involved. We're gonna call it out for him, give him a little element of a surprise here. Nice work, Talon. 15 seconds.
Feet feeling heavy.
Feeling heavy? Feeling like you got ankle weights on? Working up a sweat. We're here, we're here. All right, 7 seconds, team. Landing in those heels, perfect. Up out, and bring it up. Good, in 1, perfect. All right, ready? Last one, got this, I'll call it out. All right, ready? In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fast feet, fast feet, fast feet, fast feet, and down. Perfect, bring it up. Fast feet, fast feet, fast feet, down. Fast feet, come on. Come on, go on, fast feet, let's go, let's go, let's go, and down. Nice work, come on team, keep up with them, let's go. Fast feet, fast feet, fast feet, there you go. Good, breathe, 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 down. Nice work, that was a little slower. Fast feet, 5, 4. Hey, I didn't say down. What the heck? Listen to me.
Down.
And rest.
V-tucks. Okay, the more advanced version here is hands are elevated.
Did you hear my knees?
We're dropping down to 45 degrees, extending those legs out as far as we can, and reaching towards those feet or those heels. Make sure we're crunching at the core here. This is not hip flexor work. Okay, so a lot of the core is crunching up to the middle. Option hands down on the ground if you need more support and stability here. Tucking those knees up, feeling that core fire. Good, 1 down, 2 to go. Namaste.
All right. And not much for rest.
All right, we're back at it. 2, 1. Same here. We want to make sure we're feeling that core turn on, okay? Muscle, mind, connection. Don't just go through the motions. That's not how we get the most out of it. Think about that core crunching bottom up, top down, right to the middle. Okay, reaching towards those heels. Making sure those shoulders aren't rolling in all the way here. Option again, if you start to lose your balance, put your hands on the ground. That's okay. 2, 1.
Okay, I might have stopped it too. I might have stopped it too.
My legs are feeling nice and heavy.
Me too. Oh, 1 week off F45 as well.
All right, team, back at it. Another 30 seconds. We want that core burning. It needs to be screaming at us, okay? That's how we get the most out of it. We want our muscles to grow. They gotta talk to us. That's how it works. Keep it pushing.
What does that even mean?
If you know, you know. Keep it up. We got 6 seconds left here, team. Extend those legs out. Drive up. There we go.
Elbows inside those knees. Press the knees out. And we're gonna start dropping that booty up and down towards the ground. Just a slight pulse here. It's all you're gonna need to be able to fire up those quads. Keep it nice and tight. If you start to feel those elbows slide out exactly like that on all that beautiful sweat.
Sweat build up.
Reset, bring those elbows inside. With this one, I wanna see everybody's heels planted on the ground. So keep those heels nice and tight to the ground. Make sure we're not falling into the toes and the knees here. We got 3, 2, and 1, rest. How are those quads feeling?
Good, amazing. Ready to keep doing it.
All right, bring it up. Ready? 3, 2, 1, 30 seconds on the clock. Elbows in, come on, elbows in. There we go, perfect. Nice work, nice work. Heels on the ground, making sure all that pressure is back here in the glutes and the heels, not falling up here into the knees and the toes. And he's probably feeling that in his quads right now. Are you
Big
guys
time.
feeling that in your quads? Beautiful.
They talking to you yet?
They're talking.
They're talking
the muscles
back.
are talking.
They ain't
All right,
happy.
team, we got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'll do the last one.
Oh, why'd I get all the leg work?
All right, I'll do the last one with you.
Amazing.
All right, team, ready? Last one here. We got 3,
Splitting
2,
the work up.
and 1. Bring it down. Knees in. And up. Heels planted. Keep it back, even as we start to get tired. Don't try and break. You got 17 seconds.
We keep it pushing.
We always have eyes on you, even if you're not here. Talon, bring it down. Come on.
I'm burning.
I know, me too. I don't want to my first set. All right, you ready? 3, 2, and 1.
Exercise number 8 here, 4-point reaches, okay? We're in this bear crawl position. Knees right under the hips, wrists right under the shoulders. The lower we can keep those knees towards the ground, close to kissing them, the more we're gonna get out of it. We extend each arm up, directly overhead, trying to keep those hips as stable as possible. We've got 10 seconds left. No movement here, nice flat back, neutral spine, extending that limb up. Looking amazing. 2, 1, rest. 10 seconds. We got a couple different options here if you need a couple regressions. This doesn't need a progression. So if we want to regress it, we can just go to a shoulder tap instead of extending that limb out. If you have to. The goal here is just really try to maintain this isometric bear crawl position, keeping that core turned on. Neutral spine, stable hips, knees 3 to 4 inches up above the ground. Again, we're locked in. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. She does this brilliantly. We got 3, 2, 1. One more set to go. If you're doing it right, it should be burning. That's how it needs to feel.
It's burning.
Again, we got one more. Let's push through it here, team. Keeping it nice and tight and locked in. Again, you can go into like a shoulder tap if you need to, or an isometric hold. All right, hold that bear crawl position. You're still gonna get a lot out of it here, just like that. If you need to slow it down, control that movement a little bit more. You can see she's getting that limb all the way up, giving me a high five on the way down. Love it. Stable hips. Hey, true. Keep your hands to yourself, actually. 3, 2, 1, recover.
All right, team, last one, sprinter lunges. We're gonna start on one side, stay on that one side for the entire 30 seconds. We're gonna explode up. Don't forget what side you're starting on, because we're gonna start on the opposite side in the next lap. As you explode up, opposite hand comes up. I know how many of you have coordination issues with getting that opposite hand up. So slow it down a little bit. Start without the jump. Get that movement down. Exactly. And then once you've gotten that down, bring that explosion into it. Hop off that standing leg. Rest. Switching over to the other side, so we just did this left side. So we're gonna switch over to the right side. Don't forget, so we don't have one leg that's much stronger and more explosive than the other. All right, we're back to work. Hopping down, bring that leg back, and opposite arm coming up with that opposite leg. Notice how he's touching the ground with that opposite hand of that front leg. Explode up, keep that chest nice and proud, beautiful. Exhale as you come up, inhale, come down. Exhale, come up. How are we feeling, Talon?
Amazing.
Yes, yes. All right, team, you got 8 seconds here. We have one more set before our water break. Keep it going, keep it going. Did you just take a jump out? What was that?
Just to show the regression.
Yeah, sure. And rest. Rest, rest. All right, last set, then we're gonna get that water break, team. All right, Talon, ready? In 2, 1, go. Back to that left side. Touch the ground, explode up. Touch the ground, explode up. Keep that brow chest, keep that smile. We're working hard here, even though we're at home. Feel our spirits and energy with you here. Step back and explode. Perfect, nice work. We got 15 seconds. We're halfway through this last set. We have one more lap coming your way. Step back, explode up. Exhale as you come out, beautiful. I'm hearing a little bit of hard breathing over there. All right, we got 3, 2, and 1. Go grab your water. Air 5 yourself.
One down, one to go. Let's get it.
All right, team, we are back for lap 2. Hopefully you didn't pause for longer than 60 seconds, even though I know a lot of you probably did.
We can't see.
I know, we can't see, but we can feel it in our hearts, in our trainer hearts.
We know if you're pausing your screen.
All right, team, we're back. Lap 2, we're starting. Number 1, we have 10 high knees and 2 burpees. Talon's breaking a sweat here. I'm sure all of you guys are too back home. Remember, 2 burpees. What was that? I think that was just 1.
Oh, shoot.
2 burpees. 2 burpees.
Don't forget how to count on lap 2. You ain't working hard enough. Oh, shit.
Chest to the ground. Touch the ground. Bring it up onto those heels. Beautiful work, beautiful work. We got 5 seconds in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Rest. Child's pose. Stretch it out, but not for long because you got 5 seconds. All right, ready, team? In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Bring it up. And hop up onto those heels. Beautiful. Always remember, especially as you start to get tired in this last round, I don't want to see anybody landing in those toes. So if you struggle, take that step up, and then hop up from your burpee. Beautiful work, Talon. 15 seconds, you're halfway through. This is your last lap. Once we're done with these, you're done with it for the day. And we got tomorrow's workout to look forward to. Land on that chest, hop up. Beautiful work. Land on those heels. Awesome. 3, 2, and 1. One more here. Come on, we got it. We got it. All right.
Legs aren't heavy, they ain't working hard enough.
All right, team, ready? Last set here. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Perfect. Bring him up, bring him up, bring him up. And and down. Beautiful. Don't forget to breathe. Make sure we're not holding our breath here. Breathe through it. Keep it nice and smooth. Find that pace you're able to maintain. Halfway through. You got it. Nice work. Come on, team. We got this. We got this. Perfect. Land on those heels. Pop up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. 2 burpees. We have 5 seconds left. Almost there. Almost there. Last one. And pop up. Beautiful. Nice work. All right. Just keep going. All right. We're going into our side lunges.
All right. Pick that opposite leg. Sink into that heel. Drive up, stabilize. Keep that core turned on the entire time. Just like that, hinging at the hip. Knee is tracking that midfoot. Loading the glute and the hamstring here. Awesome. Don't let that chest and shoulders fall too far. Wait into the heel. We're gonna switch legs. Whew. Heavy hearts. Keep it breathing. Good, into that left leg now.
Might need Jake to step in over here, Talon.
Gripping the ground with our feet. Weight into that heel. Make sure that knee's tracking properly here. Hinging, driving off that left leg back to the starting position. Driving that knee up and stabilizing. Option, you can go here and just step it in. That's a regression if you need one. Otherwise, you can go here. If you're not tired enough, you can give me that explosive at the top.
Yeah, not happening. Okay.
But I ain't doing that.
Not either.
All right, back to that right side here.
Anthony's out there just like jumping up into the
We want to make sure we're stepping laterally as possible. Not forward, not back. Coming directly parallel to that left leg. Driving off that right foot back to that starting position. As you notice, when her right knee goes up, her left arm goes up, okay? Counterbalance. A lot of us are still working on this in the studio, at home. Think about limb and body positioning through these exercises.
Shoulder taps and push-ups. Bring it down. All right, we're back. Alternating shoulder taps and push-ups. In this last round, especially as the chest starts to get tired, shoulders start to get tired, core, all that good stuff. Don't be afraid to drop it down to your knees. The knees are helpful here. Exactly. Explode through the chest. I'd rather you be down on your knees than letting that core drop down towards the ground, losing all of that ab work, which we're out here trying to do. 10 seconds, Talon. Beautiful work. Watch those hips. Walk the feet out as far as you have to make sure we're staying nice and stable here. You got 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Whew. Kind of want to do this next one with you.
Join me.
All right, I'm gonna do it. All right, team. I'm doing my knees though.
Just don't make it look better than mine.
You've been doing like 400 sets, so push that ground away as hard as you can. Keep those hips nice and stable. Make sure those hip bones are staying tucked so the core is not dropping down towards the ground. Glutes are tight, abs are pulled in towards the spine. We got 10 seconds. Everyone, make sure you're leading through the chest as you push away. Make sure the shoulder blades aren't doing the work. We got 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, one more here.
Final set of push-ups
Final set.
and shoulder taps.
All right, 2, 1, let's go.
Back at it.
And of course, you always have the option, whenever we're doing our push-ups here, you can always take it into an elevated surface. You can try out your kitchen counter. You can
10
try
to
out
go.
your couch. Like, 5 seconds, team. Get ready, we're gonna bring it back to our prisoner squat to calf raise. Okay. Hands on that.
Lap 2, back at it. Squatting. Driving off those toes onto the heels up. Knees go out. Weight into the heel.
This is great because you look like a cop with your mustache.
Elbows are open. Chest is proud.
You heard that, right?
I'm a poet and I know it.
I don't think you heard that.
Keep it tight. Don't let that weight too far into the toes. We want good weight distribution through the foot as we sink into that squat. Trying to get those thighs parallel to the ground.
Did you hear me? I called you a cop. Because you're...
I'm Park Ranger Power. That's the handle.
You should change your Instagram handle.
It'll be my alter ego. Every March that comes around. Good. Onto those toes, feel those calves fire up. Inhale, exhale to the top. Breathe through every rep here. Especially as our heart rates are really elevated at this point in the workout. It's really important to breathe. Knees go out, sink into that squat, drive up. Way to work. One more to go. Let's keep it up. Whew. Calf raise. Good. Anyone feeling bold enough to throw a pulse in at the bottom? Okay. You can make it a little bit more advanced doing that. A little more time under tension. Keeping that core tight. Grip the ground with the feet. Knees are tracking that mid-foot. We drive up onto the toes with control. Full plantar flexion. Feeling it all fire up. Good work, team. We're almost there. Slow feet sprawl.
Slow feet sprawl? No, we're gonna go fast feet sprawl. All right, ready?
All right, I'm gonna do my best here, team.
1, fast feet, and bring it down. As we start to get tired here, as Park Ranger Power is starting to get a little out of breath, find that pace you're able to maintain. Find that pace you're able to maintain.
High plank, sprawl it up.
When you drop it down to that high plank, as we start to get tired and fatigued all up in these muscles, make sure the core, as you hit the bottom of that plank, the core is not dropping down towards the ground. So take it a little bit slower. We start to find that when you land, your hips are dropping down towards the ground. I want you to rest. 10 seconds. Yeah. All right, team. Ready? 2, 1.
Got you.
Go. All right, right here. Hop down. There we go. Keep it nice and tight. Don't let those hips sink down towards the ground as you hop out into your plank. Shoulders are staying right over those wrists. We're getting nice and sweaty. We're working hard. Halfway through this second set here. Still landing on those heels. Make sure when you land, the hips stay nice and high so we're not dropping that butt all the way down towards the ground. Want to make sure the glutes are still staying nice and active here. We got 3, 2, and 1. Rest. One more.
One more.
One more. All right, squad. Here we go. 2, 1. Fast feet sprawl. Let's go. 10 and 1. Bring it down. Beautiful. Still keeping that core nice and tight as he hops out into that plank. Fast feet on the toes and hop forward onto the heels. 20 seconds. You got this. Good. Focus in. Focus in. There we go. There we go. Come on, Drew. Come on, Hannah. You've got this. Let's go.
Let's go, team.
Let's go, team.
F45 Sunset Strip.
7 seconds. Good. Jake, when are you hopping in for the next set? 2 and 1. Rest.
I'll pay y'all so I don't have to.
All right, we got V-tucks.
3, 2, 1. Extend the legs out. Extend the trunk.
I should just talk and do this.
Meet in the middle. Okay? Make sure we're firing up that core, not just pulling through the legs. Abs should be doing heavy of the work here. Extend the legs out. Hands reach towards those heels. Exhales we come in, inhales we drop back. Keep it tight. Think about that burn in that core through every rep. Embrace that feeling. Okay?
I say that too, embrace the burn.
That's where we build greatness. It's your friend. Don't battle it. Learn to love it. Hands on the ground for more stability. Okay? Taking a little less work out of the core here. Good, bring those knees in. Extending those legs out as far as we can. Keeping that core fired up. We got 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Nice job.
good stuff.
One more here, team. Keep it up. We're over halfway through the last lap. This is where we dig deep. We're earning every rep, every minute. Good, it's called a knee tuck because we're tucking it in, V-tuck here. So we want to extend the torso down as much as we can, kind of in that hollow body hold here. And we flex the knees and the hips. Hands to heels. Exhale as we meet in the middle. Keep it up, team. We've got 5 seconds left. And 3, 2, 1.
Front squats.
Oh, my quads are so burned up right now. Can't you tell?
All right, team, get ready. You got 5 seconds. All right, ready.
These look easy, but they do fool you. We all know this.
All you need is a slight pulse here. Slight pulse.
Small little movement goes a long way.
Check in with those elbows and your knees. Make sure the elbows are inside your knees. Keep pressure back in your heels. Make sure we're not falling forward. Heels lifting off the ground. Pressure back. We're gonna keep that working.
I know y'all are tired at home, breathing hard, but just think about Talon and Emily hovering right over you. Don't let yourself quit. Keep it pushing.
All right, team, ready? We got 3, 2, 1.
Back at it.
Breathe out. This must look so funny on camera. Does this look hilarious on camera?
I think we're owning the screen right now.
Come see us, Corey.
Y'all are gonna be dreaming about us here soon.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. Come on, team, 10 seconds. Dig deep. 3, 2, 1. Melissa's getting real.
Okay, you got the last one because I had to do the 4 points.
Come on, team.
All right, team, ready? 2 and 1. Bring it down. Pretend I'm over here. Checking in with that spine. Nobody's rounding their spines like this. Pull those shoulders back. Nice long neutral spine there. You've got it. Breathe through it. There we go. Quads are on fire. They're screaming. They're screaming.
They hate me.
Keep that pressure back. We got 5 seconds. Come on. Give them one more. Give them one more. There we go. 2.
This ain't fair.
All right, team. 4-point reaches. Here we go. 3,
2, 1. Tabletop position. Flat back. Okay. Stable hips. Knees 3 to 4 inches off the ground. Under the hips. Wrists stacked under the shoulders. She's extending each arm up overhead with control, stabilizing the rest of her body. If you need an option, you can give an isometric hold here, okay? Keeping it tight, holding that position if you start to fatigue. Good. 2 sets to go. See, it's a little bit more core demand when we extend each arm up overhead. It's like a lever arm. Moving further away from our center of mass.
are you here with a physics lesson?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Got a physics lesson going on.
Jack of all trades. Park Ranger power. Nice and stable in the back. Looking good. She's got her shoulders right over her wrists. Moving through every rep here with control. Breathing. We got one more set here, 30 seconds. Catch your breath, we're gonna drop back in. Dig deep. This is where we empty the tank, okay? These are the last 2 exercises. Awesome. Don't let those knees hike up high, okay? We wanna make sure we're keeping the hips level with the shoulders. Hips don't rise, hips don't lower. Good, breathing through it, looking awesome. Keeping everything tight with control, bracing that core. Keep it up, team, 8 seconds. Don't stop. 3, 2, 1. Way to go, last exercise, 3 more sets. 90 seconds of work left.
All right,
That's
start on
it.
the right side.
Minute and a half.
Sprinter lunges.
Starting on the right leg.
Tap the ground. Bring it up. There we go. Float up. Yeah, quads are on fire.
Big time.
Big time quad burn.
This is when it matters most. When you want to stop.
16 seconds here. Keep it going, keep it going. Explode up. Adrenaline's pumping. We're probably dying because we haven't been in the studio for a week. It's cool. It's cool. We're working. It's good. Bring it up. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect, switch sides. I know. I crouched down.
Jello,
my
Jello.
quads are jello. All right, ready? 2, 1, and go. Bring it up. Tap the ground. Bring it up. Beautiful work, Talon. Nice work. Explode into the air. Of course, you always have the regression here to take out the jump when it starts to get too tiring. But see how long you can go. Let that heart rate spike up. Don't be afraid to feel a little out of breath. That's where we get stronger. Perfect. Bring it up. Almost there, team. We have 1 more set to go after this. You have 8 seconds left. Beautiful work. Keep that nice proud chest as you explode up. 2, 1, 10-second rest. Last set.
This is it. Finisher. 30 to go. No time to stop.
All right, let's go. 30 seconds on the clock. We get to rest after this, team. Come on, let's crush it.
Earn it.
Explode up, opposite hand, touch the ground. Opposite hand as you explode up.
Earn that Netflix show.
Earn that next Netflix episode. Or the next 1,500 Netflix episodes. 10 seconds to go. We're almost there, almost there. This is your last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Way to work, team.
You crushed it.
Awesome job. In home, F45 Sunset Strip.
Make sure
we love y'all.
We're checking in. We're gonna be putting these out for you guys. So
we got
love you. We miss you. Keep it up at home.
Hold yourself accountable and your partners.
Yeah.